Good morning, everyone. We are very pleased to welcome you to our V13r2 release. My name is Elisabetta Belov. I'm with Innovaphone since 4 years. 3 of those were as an apprentice, and since a year, I'm working in the inside sales. Many of you heard many things about the beta version, and now we are here presenting you the highlights of the V13r2. I would like to start with our agenda for today. We're gonna present you new functions available with the V13r2. We want to present you also the news for the future, and we want to present you the benefits of upgrading my apps right now. Do you know our website? Probably yes, probably not. If not, you could take a look. But on our website, you can find all the news regarding V13r2. And I would like to also give you a glimpse into it. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Technology. Okay, so we go on Innovaphone website. Here we are. I think we need the English language. So here it is. Some of the functionalities were you, our partners, that you wished from us, and we always want to please you. So let's start with my apps for macOS. Many of you ask why only for the Windows. We thought like, okay, maybe there are also other people that they want to use it. So we gave the Mac users the chance to use the my apps in the on their Mac computers. The Switchbot app, that's a professional switchboard for comfortable and efficient call management. You can have all the normal usabilities from a switchboard app like parking, forward calls, conferences. Teams. Everyone probably heard Teams in the last year, like at least once a day. We also. So we thought we want to make something about it. And we integrated our my apps into Teams. More about this, you're going to hear from my colleagues later on. The Recordings app, we updated a little bit. There are some new features, so please take a look, read by yourself. There are some technical parts for those who are interested. And very important, one of my favorite is the Tutorials app. I always had to look for papers, for all kind of instructions, and I'm not a technical person, but the Tutorials app is for dummies. You can find all the information from how to provide a phone till like cloud, how can you make a cloud contract, and further on. After that, we also want to develop some apps, because my apps offers opportunities to everyone. And if you have a good idea how to improve the work for others, just develop it with JavaScript. Till now, we had only C++. So now we also with JavaScript. So if you have good ideas and you want to make the life easier for your colleagues or for your customers, develop something. And of course, you've been developing an app. What you do with that? You put it in the App Store. So our new App Store, it's available, and you can update your apps, put your apps in there, and let the people enjoy your development. Reverse phone number lookup in the local contacts. Till now, you are just like have a phone number. You could like recognize who is calling you by the phone number. Now you can just find it very easily exactly who is calling you, and you don't have to guess anymore. Also, something what you guys wish was fax to mail. Now it's available with V13r2, so you can send or receive faxes and have them as a PDF on your My Apps. And something very new and very important for us is like security, the brute force protection. This does not allow you to log in or to try to register many times with the wrong password. After certain times, you're just gonna get blocked for a certain time. Customized app icons for web-based applications. For example, we had holiday tool, and it was always like a link. I always forgot where the link is. Do I have the link? Do I don't have the link? Had to ask my colleagues for it. And now we have it as an app with an icon on our My Apps. And a brute, the 6013 gateway. It's one of the most performant voice over IP gateway that we developed till now. So for everyone who wants to have like a powerful system, we have the 6030 on V13r2. Now I'm gonna go further to my colleagues, Christian, who is gonna support me.
Thank you very much, Elisa. You see, all of that is live. So these things can happen, but thank you very much, Elisa. I want to welcome you as well. My name is Christian, and I'm the head of sales for the beautiful regions Austria, Switzerland, and Scandinavia. And in my part, I actually want to start to introduce to you the My Apps community platform. So the platform that with which we are doing that event today. And what are the possibilities already today with the community platform, and of course with the My Apps client and the My Apps platform for all of your customers. And therefore the My Apps community is the perfect way to show that. So what you have here is the possibility to have a look into the agenda as an application symbol, and of course a lot of other possibilities, just like a Miro board. And these are the functions that have nothing to do with communication on the first hand or with real-time communication or voice. And there you can see in a very easy way what the opportunities and possibilities of the My Apps client and the My Apps platforms are. Just to give you a further overview, I always prefer to have the My Apps client in the full screen mode, as you can see here, to have the complete, to have a way better overview. And what I want to show you now is how much we have improved the application sharing. And for that, my colleague Alex has checked into his My Apps client, and to see if he's already ready, I'm going on the right bottom to the overview of all apps, going to the Users app. I'm looking for Alex. There he is. Now, when I click on the home screen, he will now appear on the home screen as the last person. As you see, for the moment, he's still offline. So let's wait until he's online. And what I want to do now is to switch him wherever I want to have him, or for example, to open a new group. And there you could see now again the flexibility that we're having with the My Apps client. So every user can actually define the My Apps client as it is. Well, let's wait for him a little bit more. Now he's available, and that shows the other positive effect again. Even on the home screen, I can always see the present status and the availability of my colleagues. Now I go to the Softphone app. Now I want to make a call to Alex. Here we go. Oh, hello, Alex. So, and what Alex now shows how well we have developed the application sharing. So what he's doing now, he's going to the application sharing, and you see it is a video stream now, which will make it incredibly fluid and high definition to be able to make the application sharing. And that is one of what I think one of the biggest improvements that we've made with the version 13r2, because when we take a look of what one of the reasons of the pandemic, the Corona pandemic has done is the remote working, the working from home, and that you're able to collaborate with your colleagues and of course with external people as well. And one essential thing is a good application sharing. And with the version 13r2, the application sharing is now incredibly good. So that is one of the major improvements that we've done. Okay, thank you, Alex. Now I'm jumping back to the presentation to give you another overview of what else we are looking at. And the next part is what Elisa already told you, is the integration of local contacts, or what we call it, the reverse phone number lookup. So what does that mean? With the My Apps client, we have the possibility now to make a complete reverse lookup of the local contacts. Is it a local contact on the smartphone when you're using the My Apps for iOS or Android version, or of course for the My Apps launcher on Windows, that you now have the reverse lookup for your private Outlook contacts as well. That was one of the major requests we have received from our partners and end customers, and that feature is available now. And what I think we have done it in a very good way, because we are not concentrating only on the local Outlook contacts. No, we are concentrating on the local contacts that we are having on a device. Is it a smartphone? Is it a PC? And with that, we can make the reverse phone number lookup. Okay, and that it's not getting too boring for you guys. I want to hand over now to my dear colleague, Alex.
Yes, I just came running from the other room. Hi, also a warm welcome from my side. I'm really happy to have you here. Some of you actually might know me. Also, shout out to my partners in Brazil, if they actually made it. They promised me they would get up. For them, it's like actually 5 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I again, like as Christian said, yes, our task is definitely not to make it too boring, especially for you guys. My name is Alexander Gier. I've been with Innovaphone for the past almost 5 years now, and I'm responsible on the sales side for the wonderful country of Switzerland, UK, and Brazil. Okay. So, what I would like to show you is, so let's just switch over here again to our presentation. I will show you the tutorials app live, and then also, as Elisa has also already announced, our new product, the Switchbot. Yeah. First of all, I would just quickly like to show you, how really cool our My Apps for macOS looks like, and I think it's a really good feature, since now we always face sometimes companies and customers with that have different environments, because the marketing department, usually it's them or the CEO who insist on using Mac, and it's basically the same environment, it's the same rollout, it's really easy, all of them can use it. So I'm really happy that we have implemented that now. All right, about the Switchbot app, again, this is an entirely new product, not comparable to our operator. Before, obviously some functions are the same, but generally it is just our new product. And the great thing is, this Switchbot app is completely integrated into My Apps. This also means that even the receptionist or whoever works the Switchbot is supposed to work the Switchbot, is completely flexible on their workplace. They can even work from home. What we always have with our apps, with the Switchbot app for the end user, it also always comes the Switchbot. We always have an admin app where we can, I'm not going to show it here in detail, just for your information. There you have complete control over the Switchbot in terms of what kind of waiting queues the users are actually allowed to join. Yeah, all right, then I'm gonna show you the live environment. I think that was cool. All right, so this is my client. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you too much about it. I also hope that you're already familiar with the general idea and My App surroundings. If not, as promised, here you can find everything very well explained here in our tutorials app, where you can find all the different videos how things are working. Currently, those are the German videos, since it apparently knows that I'm very German, but we also have the videos available in English, and here they're even you can even filter them by topic. The really cool thing here is, though, you can use this tutorials app and also brand it your way, create your own videos, for example, in Swedish, Portuguese, whatever, for the end customer, making it a better experience for, first of all, yes, the end customer, learning, getting familiar, for them to familiarize themselves with our product. At the same time, it is brand recognition for you. It is your customer. You can really show your brand and provide this service to them. So this is a really cool feature. All right, but let's go to the Switchbot app. All right, as you can see, I have already done some configuration. On this side, you can see the waiting queues. I should really change my, just a second. Sorry, I will just, of course, because we have the client also available in English. Okay. So, wait, I will just open it again. Okay, there we are. So now we have it in English. I'm sorry for the delay. All right. Here you can see my call history. Here we have the waiting queues the ones that the admin told me that I'm allowed to join, and you can see here I can just, with one click, I can easily join or not join. And what I think is very, very great is that you can see how many are currently in the waiting queue. Which means inside sales, well, we have enough colleagues, so I don't really need to join this waiting queue. Well, TechServe is also 2, so I don't need that. But if you want to reach us by calling us with our great call me buttons in the WebRTC waiting queue, there is no one, so I should rather stay in there. Here in the middle, you can see all the different. You have basically the reporting of all the transfer calls, the outgoing calls, incoming calls, and obviously also in the waiting queue. And then you have the option to with all the you have all the call options that you need, like to disconnect, connect, hold, park, transfer, and so on. You can even make a 3-party conference and pick up. Obviously, not everyone wants to only use the mouse, especially with with a switchbot. This is why, you know, here you can also go and edit your keyboard shortcuts. So by this also making it customizing it, so the end user can customize it in the best way, in the most efficient way how they want to work best. This one here is very cool. I can make here my busy lamp field. I can make groups, for example, for Sales Scandinavia. If someone from Sweden, I hope you're also today in this event. Yes, then I can already see who is available for sales in Scandinavia. Then Elisa takes everyone who is international, or if I need someone with technical expertise like Carl, for example, then I also see who is available here. I can also easily, you know, look for other contacts, for example. Yes, so that is me. Then I can see I have all my details here, and maybe let's first actually try to add a new group. So let's say all of the above, because we need a genius that is able to answer all the questions, and obviously who is gonna go in that group? It is gonna be the humble person of me. Here, I also what I think is also a really cool feature is if I'm allowed to, that it can also be adjusted in the admin app. But if I get the right from the admin, I can even control the call diversions of the user, and then I just add me to all of the above genius group, and you can see here, then I'm here. For a better user experience, you can even undock that window, and that you always see and have all the contacts in a separate window. For example, like on a second screen, which, you know, a lot of people work with. Okay. Well, so much for the switchboard. Let's go back to another topic that I also want to introduce you to. Microsoft Teams. Yes, a lot of people have asked for that feature, and well, we've been also thinking about you know, how we can give all the Microsoft Teams users also a little bit of the My Apps experience. And how we can integrate our My Apps easily into Teams. And this is very easily possible. You just go to the advanced UI in the config and My Apps, and then here you can see a zip file that you can just click and open, and then it automatically will install the Innovaphone My Apps in I'm actually not sure, custom app it is called in Teams. You don't have to configure anything also on the Teams side, which can be, if you don't have the expertise, quite burdensome. Yeah. So this is very, very easy, to just quickly integrate My Apps into Teams. Yeah, and then I will show you also later in the live presentation. You just look for in the apps tab in Teams, and then here you will find the custom app of Innovaphone that you just installed. All right. Okay. So I just want to show it live. I haven't installed it here on the local computer, which is why I need to go to my private computer. And Lisa has already teased you this before. This is basically, here you can see my Teams client with the custom app just here. And you've also seen my client before in the browser. You can see it is exactly the same look and feel, and you're also able then to just easily out of Teams to start a call. Since it is now the remote desktop, I don't necessarily want to show you this right now, but just trust me on this. A quick thing that I would like to tell you is there are some restraints. Not necessarily by us, but also this is how Microsoft has designed the product. So for example, if I just have it open like this, a call comes in, I am in the call, I accept it, I am in the call with Innovaphone, and then someone starts chatting with me on Teams. And obviously, the millennial that I am, there is a chat, I immediately need to click on it. I click on it, and then it always shuts down the complete window. So as you can see, now it needs to restart. This is a Microsoft restriction, but obviously then in this case the call would also disconnect. Yeah, this is why we recommend, first of all, as you can see here, you have a little bit of the pop-out app where you always have your contacts and calls and your My Apps under control, like in a separate window. This is great. This is a great feature that Teams did. But what we would say, which is like even easier, and then you are completely independent from this restraint, is if you just have your My Apps launcher here. You can even dock it on the side. Here, always on your right, and then you can happily work in Teams, and you can always you always have your communication on the right. So this to us is still for the end user from our point of view. If they insist otherwise, of course, we have the great custom app, but from our point of view, we think this is still the best solution how to work. And yeah, a lot of clients, a lot of end customer now use Teams as well. Also for conferencing, they needed it during the pandemic. But regarding this, I actually have really great news for us, or rather, Christian has. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alex. And why is actually everyone talking about Teams? It is because of the pandemic situation. The cool thing that Teams at least seemed to provide was the topic of a multi-user video conference, and in addition for external people, so that you're always getting in contact with video and the possibility of application sharing with one or more of the colleagues and or the customers and other partners to at least try to have the same experience as if it would have been an on-site appointment. So, and as Alex already said, yes, we have of course done something there too, and what I think a very cool thing. And for that, I go back again to the My Apps community. And what we have developed is the so-called Innovaphone Web Access Conference. And how does that actually work? What you see here is the conference app. What is it exactly? That is the conference app for the conference room that we have so-called Stuttgart, where people can dial in just with the phone number and the PIN, and or of course by creating a link to make a multi-user video conference even possible for external people. And how is that done? You have now here the button with which you can create the link, copy paste, insert. Now it's open the site. Then what is always important, of course, because that is a WebRTC technology, to choose the camera. Hello everyone. The microphone. And of course the loudspeaker, Christian. And of course I'm the favorite manufacturer. Then I can enter the conference. Now it is just me, but Alex has left the room again. He will dial in as well with the Innovaphone Web Access Conference. And what we just want to show you here is we are bringing that cool functionality of creating multi-user video conferences with external people in a very easy way, already with the version 13r2. The web access, as you see it here with the community platform, is already available. It's a beta version, but it is already available. The official release with a lot of other new features and functionality is coming with version 13r3. So why are we doing it like that? It's because we want to make a seamless integration in addition with our softphone app and phone app, so that you can, in addition, that's already working today, but we want to improve that as well, dial in with your softphone app or the phone app, so that you're, in addition, busy on the phone. And that, of course, is helping you and the customers to avoid or to not discuss about that topic, not the topic of the busy situation of a user who's in a web conference and isn't or still is receiving calls from external internal people. So there you have the perfect integration of the Innovaphone PBX and UC platform as well. And that is not only our answer to the complete Teams thing, because we all know there are so many players out in the market. It is really the possibility to make it out of the box with the on-premise solution, out of the cloud, or of course with a virtual, with our virtual platform. So these functions and features are coming with every single platform of ours, and these can be provided to the end customers. Okay. I've received a sign from my colleague Elisa that our external guy who's sitting in his office in Hanover wanted to dial in, so I was a little bit too fast. So Johannes, I'm looking forward to seeing you here. So what has Johannes actually done? He has the conference app as well. He has created the link too, just inserted it into the browser or dialed in with the softphone app, and then we will see him in a second. Well, as long as Johannes, he can, he sometimes needs his time, we can actually indeed go on with further topics, but actually what I want to add here is what you see here now. Johannes is entering the conference. Hello, monsieur. Thank you very much for joining. So I can just change the view, how I want to see him. And because he made himself so beautiful today, I can even make Johannes as the big picture. And of course, when then he wants to make the application sharing, for example, we would see it with the same technology as we have seen before with the video stream application sharing. But as you see, it's high definition video quality and everything with the WebRTC standard. What else is it here? We have the integration of the chat functionality, which is what I think very cool. I can mute myself, what is always important. Johannes has muted himself as well. But what I definitely want to show is you even have the possibility to have a look at the people here. And when you are using the conference app, you even have the control functionality for the complete conference. So I just think Johannes should be the main speaker. I can define him here, or I just don't want him to be part of the conference anymore. I can throw him out, or of course, if I've by coincidence clicked at the wrong time, I can undo it again. So all these features and functionalities we and our customers want to have from a cool conference tool to control it, to see the opponents, and they just have to click on a link with a very easy way. That is what we can provide with the Innovaphone web conference web access. Again, already available with version R2 as a beta, but it's a beta that is already working very, very well. And the official release will come with 13R3 with a lot of added functionality. So thank you for that topic. Thank you guys for your support. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go back to the presentation. What else have we done? We have received a very good overview of what Elisa has said, and one of the next things was what was especially expected or what our partners have been waiting for. It's the possibility to develop apps now with JavaScript. So before, we've always had it in C++ and in C++, and with the version 13R3, you are now able to develop apps with JavaScript. And what was during our beta phase of the 13R2, when we have, I think it was in beta phase 4 or 3, we have received so many requests from our partners that they are now willing to develop and implement the apps with the JavaScript, because it's just so much easier than the C++, and of course brings a lot of other possibilities. And that is what Elisa said as well. An app is already very cool, but what makes it even cooler is that you or everyone, even your customers who are developing their own apps, are even able to use our commercial sales structure and the channel to be able to promote and sell the applications. And that is what we're doing with the Innovaphone App Store. And with the Innovaphone App Store, every customer, every partner, if you want so, can now have a look and an overview, or getting an overview of all the apps that were developed, and they can be sold to the customers. And that makes actually the My Apps idea very, very nice, because these can be various apps. These can be apps close to communication and in addition far away from communication, like a ticketing system, like just an application that helps the customer to optimize the processes. And the App Store was that missing puzzle piece, and that is available now as well, already with our first app, the SNOM provisioning app, to be able to make the provisioning of the SNOM phones way easier. So what you see here now is with the version 13r2. We have done a lot, and these were especially the things that, from my opinion as well, were missing, like the JavaScript, like the web access conference, like the reverse lookup, and of course the App Store. And with that, the idea of my apps now starts to grow, starts to get bigger and bigger, and you now have the possibility to make a totally different approach towards your customers, to get into discussion with them how you can help them with my apps. And then, of course, it's still the question, why haven't you actually updated yet for the discussion towards your customers and for yourself? And for that, I want to give it over to my colleague Elisa again, who will tell you a little bit more why you definitely have to make the update now.
Hello, everyone. Hello again. So my colleagues, they already present you a large amount of new features, and Innovaphone is not only CTI client. You've seen you are available. You can update right now, and you can create apps. You can make a personalized work place for you. You can update. You can make your apps how you want and integrate the functionalities that you or your customers are needing the most. And as here says, the third parties can also use our SDK and also customize their apps. So now Innovaphone or my apps, they are giving you so many opportunities that now you can just like think further than a CTI. And I think that's the time to get my apps for you. We had some surveys. I hope you answered the surveys. How many people did update it already to V13r2? 70%. Okay, that's a lot. That's more than half. Thank you very much for being with us. Don't forget, on our homepage, we have many information if this was not enough what we gave to you. So take a look there, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our newsletter, and you will always keep up to date.
Yeah. I just had an idea because you couldn't see that, of course, but Pamela, our lovely colleague behind the survey poll, has just lifted the cellular approach. She has lifted a piece of paper to show us the percentage of who has already updated. And what I just thought, why not creating an app for exactly such a survey poll where we could even make it easier, because I can tell you it was difficult to read even. But that was just out of that situation right now. There was an idea created, and these are exactly the possibilities we're having with my apps. Idea, we are having the platform for you to make it work. Yes.
Thank you very much. And if you have questions, you have our email address, so please do not hesitate to contact us.
Yeah. So are there any questions already? Don't be shy, people. Johannes is doing a good job.
Okay. Thank you very much, Johannes, for supporting us.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't have questions that they have to be answered right now. No.
Okay. That is good as well. But as Elisa already said, if you have questions, really don't hesitate to come back to us. Let's use these possibilities, even with version 13r3 and what is possible there. use us, that we are able to help you in the complete sales process, that you see how we are going into the approach with the customers. And what I can tell you now, lucky me, I was traveling the last 2 weeks with Alex again, and it was such a different situation that we are able to be on site again. And what we see there is when we are just asking the right question towards the partners and the customers, they are coming all up with ideas, and they pretty much like the approach of My Apps and what you can do there. Even with applications they're having today, just integrate an easy web application, make an icon for it, and that often already optimizes the process, especially still when we're talking about working from home, when we're talking about making a rollout easier, and of course to make it easier for the user, because Elisa set a very good example. Our holiday tool, I don't want to blame someone, but it's difficult to actually recall to always have the web application, the website, the address in mind. And just by implementing them into the My Apps client as a web application, I think it made the life of nearly every Innovaphone employee easier. And that was just an easy way how we can use My Apps.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Exactly.
It's a world full of opportunities. You just have to think a bit further than normal telecommunication.
Yes.
Anything else to add, guys? No, I think we're good. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I think it was very entertaining, very informative. And yeah, as Christian said, I really, really hope that we can see you guys in person as well very soon. If it's not this year, definitely it's going to be next year. But yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Stay healthy. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.